0, 1. Let's get started.
Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel where I do not so perfect nails. So I'm doing my daughter's nails. She's 10 years old and this is about her second or third fill for this set, and I'm going to be doing Halloween, of course, because that's what she wants. Um so I'm just going to start by taking her old color off. I'm really not going to do too much because her nails don't need too much rebalancing. I just like to go in, especially around where I do the fill in at, and make sure everything is smoothed down. So that's what you'll see me doing here. Just in case anybody is wondering, I decided to do acrylic nails on her because she wanted to grow her nails out and she would either bite them or break them if she had her natural nails. So she wanted acrylic done. Yeah, we could have done gel or something else, but that's not what she wanted. So this is how we end up doing acrylics on her. Her nails are not damaged underneath. I know a lot of people think that acrylic nails mess your nails up, but it is not the actual acrylic that messes your nails up. It's the nail tech. If they do not know what they are doing and they're constantly drilling into your natural nail, which is what I try my best not to do. So if you watch closely to how I get around her cuticle area and the very tips of where she gets her filling at, I do not go too deep. Like if I can't get it like perfectly smooth, then I won't do it if I feel like I have to go too far and drill into her natural nails. That's why I say I do not so perfect nails, because everybody has their opinion about what you should do with acrylic nails, and I'm just over it. This is the way that I do it. It works perfectly for me. It works perfectly for my clients. So, I mean, I've only been doing nails for about 2 years now, so I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm very much giving myself a lot of grace, and I feel like a lot of techs should do that, especially if you're just starting out and you're not even a licensed professional yet. I feel like you should give yourself a lot of grace because people are they really go in on nail techs for some reason. I feel like, oh, you're not doing this right. You're not doing your fill in right. You're not building your apex right. Like, okay, relax. Like, let people make their mistakes. Let people do what they're going to do. Just chill out. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue to get this color off, and then I will be back. Also, I wanted to say that this drill bit I got off of Shein, and it's my absolute favorite. It's one of the main 3 bits that I use. Um, I believe it's a fine grit bit, and it was only about maybe $1 and some change, of course. So I got 2 of them. I also got the medium fine, the coarse, and another one. But anyway, if you guys want to go and check this bit out, I will leave the link in the description. It is really, really good. I use it for a lot of stuff. Taking off product, sealing my cuticles. It comes with a little charm on the top of it. It's really cute. This one had a yellow one, but I soaked it in my barbicide mix. Excuse me. I soaked in my barbicide mix so the charm came loose. I probably could have glued it back up there, but I didn't really care. It is easy to cut someone with, but if you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. So the second bit that I use is the mandrel bit with the sanding band on it. And I'm not for sure which grit this is. It's the black band. It feels more like a buffer, but it is really good for smoothing out the the fill in area and also getting around the cuticles and sealing the cuticles after you've applied your acrylic. These are everywhere: Amazon, Shein, Temu. So they're not really, too much to find. The reason I was telling you guys about the other bit was because I feel like when it comes to leveling your acrylic out, there's a lot of different bits that you could use, that you could buy, that don't really work that well. And this is coming from somebody that has bought like a ton of bits just trying to see what works. And I still have them and they just sit there. I never use them. I only use the um the fine bit that I just showed you guys, this buffer bit, sanding band, and the little round ball for your natural nail that gets around the cuticle. That's really the only three that I use. And to be honest, I really don't even have to use the little ball bit because between those other two, like it can get the job done pretty well. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know that so you don't go around just spending your money. This is the other one I was talking about, little ball bit, and it just gets in the cuticle area really well. And it is meant for natural nails. It's not coarse at all. It's not going to dig into the nail bed or anything like that. So
We've been done long before it all begun. Still can't give it up. Lead me on, but leave before the morning comes. Even though it's what we want, can't keep it up. But I just don't wanna leave you. Might.
now that I'm done cleaning up around her cuticle area, I'm going in with the nail prep by Mia Secret, the extra bond by Mia Secret, and the Young Nails protein bond. I use all three of those right before I start my fill in. So I'm not going to be covering the whole nail. This is strictly just a fill in, like just where the cuticle and the acrylic is. That's what I'm filling in. That's it. That's all. I'm not adding any extra acrylic to the free edge other than, what I'm swiping down. I'm not going to do too much. Keep it really simple, and that's going to be it. I feel like as a new nail tech, fill-ins are probably my favorite because you don't have to do too much. Like if you did a good job on your full set, fill-ins should be a breeze for you, and you can do them quickly. You can get your money fast, and yeah, it's just I'd rather do a fill-in than a full set any day. I do not do fill-ins on people who have gotten their nails done by someone else, strict for a couple of reasons. I probably cannot match whatever acrylic they use because I have my own specific ones that I use. By DNT, if y'all want to see that, what I use, I have a video about those products. So it's hard to match it. Also, I don't know what kind of product they're using, EMA or MMA, I don't know. And also, it's really hard for me to reshape acrylic that's been there, especially when they get them done at chop shops because they like to round the corners out. And it's a hassle. And my work always comes out looking really, really bad when I go over somebody else's work. And I don't want someone walking around and somebody like, hey, who did your nails? And they're like, Libby did my nails, and it look a hot mess because I'm actually going over somebody else's work, which theirs looked a hot mess, and I tried to fix it, and it just all looked a hot mess. So yeah, other than that, fill-ins are great. I do tell my clients before they come in, if you have a set on, I will have to soak them off. If they don't like it, then that's unfortunate. They will have to go to someone else, or they can When they do take their nails off, decide to take what they have on off, then they can come to me. I don't really try to have too many stipulations when it comes to doing people's nails, but that is definitely a must. Like, I have to do a fresh set. I can't work over someone else. And it's not like straight off the gate, I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I actually tried it quite a few times. And when I tell you every time it came out bad, I mean, every single time. It was absolutely nothing I could do about it. So that's how I came up with that. You see how quickly that went by? This video is sped up just for the sake of time. I don't, nobody wants to sit and watch like super long videos, I don't think. But it does not take long in real life at all. I would say I'm to the point now where acrylic sets take me about, full sets take me about 30 minutes to get done. Like, not with filing and everything, just straight application, which I don't think is bad. And my sessions last right at the 2 hour mark. And I used to be really self conscious about that. But then I seen other people and they were like just starting out, their sets was taking 4 hours. So I was like, okay, well, it could be worse. 2 hours isn't that bad. I would like to get it down to an hour and 30 minutes by the end of this year. But if I don't, that's perfectly fine. If you're still working at the 4 hour mark, that's perfectly fine too. We'll get there when we get there. Okay? We're not competing with anyone. It's not a race for time. This is personal goals here. Okay? So don't look at somebody else and be like, I got to do that. And I know I speak on this a lot, but if you are just starting out, please do not be hard on yourself, because I was like that when I first started out. I would look at all the nail techs that had been doing nails for years and they had perfect acrylic applications, and they was like, see, I don't have to file, I don't have to do this, just, and I was like, man, I can't do that. But at one point they couldn't do it either, and I don't think I ever really, I'm not gonna say I cared, because at one point I did care, but now I don't care if my acrylic isn't applied perfectly to the point where I do not have to go in with the e-file. Like, I don't care. I mean, it's good to, for the people that can do it, I'm happy for them, but I'm okay if I don't ever get to that point. Like, I'm all for growth, but if it doesn't happen or it takes years to happen, I'm fine with that, because I'm cutting down on my time regardless. It's not taking me forever to do a set just because I have to go in and use my e-file. And I know I'm probably rambling. I'm sorry, you guys, but if you don't want to hear, I guess you can just turn the volume down or whatever. But oh, here's the bit that I love, and this is why, because it really gets into that cuticle area. It's not the tapered one. I have the tapered bit. I've tried it. The 3-in-1, I believe it's called. I don't like it. Maybe it's because I didn't know what I was doing when I first bought it. I'll probably try it again now and see. But I really don't. This one has my heart for sure. So I don't even think I want to bother with the tapered one. I will try it out for you guys' sake, just in case y'all want to try it out. I will try it my next set and let you guys know how I think it performs. But right now, it's definitely the one that I'm using that is for the win. And what I like to do is just go around the cuticle area really quickly. See how I just get around and make sure that's smooth and no product on the skin. And then I go down the body of the nail. Make sure the free edge is even, because sometimes it can be uneven when I do my acrylic, which is fine. Right after I finish with this process, I'm going to go in with my sanding band again around the cuticle area just to seal it in really tight. because that is important to stop your nails from lifting. I did have a little trouble with that when I first started out. So, sealing the cuticles is something that I spent a lot of time practicing. And also, when I was working in the nail salon, I learned this technique. The lady that I was working with, she would go in with the sanding band. She didn't use the other bit that I was using, but I just like to use it because it gives my nails extra security, I feel like, and I can really get in there like I want to. This sanding band also goes in and evens out any little divots that you could possibly have put in with the other bit. I do not have a problem with a bunch of divots and dents in my nails, but just in case, that's what this sanding band is for. That other bit is really, really smooth, so yeah, this is just extra precautions, really. And I just like the way it makes the nails look. Honestly, when I use this sanding band, I do not feel like I need to go in and buff the nails. I just do it. Eventually, I feel like I'm not gonna go in and buff anymore because this band just does it. It doesn't. I really don't need to. So that could be something that could cut back on a little time. I do not buff for a really long time, anyways. So it'll probably cut back on a few minutes off of my 2 hour time. But as for today, I am still going to go in with cuticle oil and the buffer.
Only because you ain't here.
So this is what her nails are looking like so far. I'm really satisfied with the shape. Is how I wanted it to be. So I'm satisfied with it. Now for the cuticle oil and the buffing, we're going to get into that really quickly. And then after I do the buffing, I do get my clients to wash their hands. I have the little nail brushes that you scrub your nails with so they can get underneath and any of those little grits that come off the buffers because they do leave the black grits on the nails. So I know some people spray the nails with alcohol after they get done buffing. I personally don't like to do it. I tried it a couple times. I don't like it. I just prefer for them to wash their hands. It looks better to me. Like I said, it's your preference. As a nail tech, nothing is really set in stone when it comes to how you decide to go about your sessions. So please keep that in mind. Everybody has a different way of doing things. So that's what it is. This is after she washed her hands. No, this is before she washed her hands, and this is after because I still saw those little black grits up there. So I'm going in with this cat eye glitter polish. I'm not doing a cat eye effect. I just simply use this because I like the shimmer of it. I do put it under accent nails to like help it blend with the rhinestones and all of that. I'm going to do the 3 pumpkin stacks on this nail. She says she wanted pumpkins, but she says she wanted orange. And I feel like we did orange last year, so I just wanted to give her something a little different. And her favorite color is pink, so I wasn't really worried about her not liking it. I did 3 shades of light, medium, and dark pink. Just going in really slowly, kind of making a heart shape, but not too defined of a heart. And then filling that in. So the next thing that we're going to do is go into the pointer finger and wrap this spider gel around it is really cool. I've never done this before, but I've always seen other videos of people using it, and I thought it was super cute. So I grabbed some from Amazon. I got the black and white pack. Didn't go too crazy with the colors. They do come in other colors. But my daughter thought it was cute as well. So we just wrapped that on around, cleaned up the sides, and then we will be on to the next nail. Oh, and another thing, really quickly, I know it's not wrapped around perfectly, the spider gel, but you could do whatever you want to do with this stuff. Just because one person wrapped a certain way does not mean that you have to do it. So, again, your nails can be however you want it to be, and you can use these products however you see fit. So, yes. On to the outlining of the pumpkins, really simple. I got me a shorter detail brush. I think this might be a 7 millimeter. Yeah, I find it easy to outline with that because I have more control. It's more like using a pencil, and I like to go in with my 17 millimeter or my 23 millimeter when I'm doing these lines because I want them to be thin, and I don't know, they just come out better. I get better like quick lines with the longer brushes. So yeah, we're just gonna go in and do that. Nobody's trying to be perfect here, but they are so cute. And by this time, my daughter was absolutely loving it. So going there with that same glitter polish from the ring finger and the pointer finger, and this time we're just gonna wrap some white spider gel around that. Well, I guess we're not doing it at this time, but that's what we will be doing. Middle finger is going to be a French tip. And when I tell y'all, I don't know why I decided to do an outlined French tip. I really don't because I absolutely despise doing that. Like the double French, it's not my friend. And y'all see here in a minute why it's not my friend. And I'm literally doing these fingers one by one because I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have an inspo pick or anything. So I like to do one finger at a time just to make sure that everything comes together. So here I'm just doing some abstract little pink blobs or whatever you want to call them, and then I'm going to go back in later and outline them because I felt like it needed some black in the picture. Um okay, so here's the, oh gosh, the double French. This has got to be the absolute hardest thing I've come across with doing nail art. For some reason, I just cannot get it right. Even when I go in with the cleanup brush, it does not turn out well. But I knew I was going to put a charm on this nail anyways, so I really wasn't too stressed about it because majority of that is going to be covered up. Going back into the pinky and outlining it in black. I think I'm going to do like the stitch, like the mummy stitch or the pumpkin patchwork stitch on the black, and just give that a Halloween feel. Really simple. Again, using my 17 millimeter detail brush because it's good with the quick lines. And that is so cute. Now for the pumpkins, gotta give them a few stems. And I really would love to do the little swirly with the top pumpkin stem, but that didn't turn out too well. I've tried it before, so I just left that how it was. I wasn't going to spend too much time on it. Now I'm wrapping that white spider gel around the thumb. I think I'm going to just throw a spider charm on that middle finger just to give it some black. And that's going to be about it. Oh, so top coated. We going back in. We filing, making sure that shape is nice and crispy still. And then I will be done. If you guys have stayed to the end, I thank you so much for watching my not so perfect acrylic nails. I really appreciate you guys, all my subscribers. Thank you for being here and continuing to watch my videos. I hope you guys have learned something from me. If not, I just hope you enjoy the design. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.